Welcome, everybody. This is The World is a Mess, and I just went to Steampunk at episode 19, March 4th, 2021. And I'm here with my co-host, Daniel Bertazon from Ontario. Bellevue, Ontario, correct?
Bellwood.
Bellwood, sorry. I always get that wrong for some reason. So how's it going, Daniel?
Oh, pretty good.
So, what did you want to talk about today?
Oh my God, the Wandavision finale is going to be tomorrow. I'm so excited. Aren't you?
Yeah, we didn't get to talk about episode 8. You were supposed to send me a message, and we never crossed the wires. I thought we were going to do a podcast last Friday, right after episode 8.
Yeah, things came up. Sorry about that. But yeah, you saw episode 8. Oh my God, it was so good. A lot of people had a lot of theories online about certain things, but it never came true.
Yeah, you get to see the White Vision, which is loosely based on the comics, because they had a Vision got destroyed in the comics, but then he got reconstructed, but then he was emotionless and didn't remember his relationship with Wanda, and that disheartened Wanda. And then eventually he got his emotions back and his memories back and returned to normal. So I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know what's going to happen. I wonder if her version of Vision that she created, I wonder if she can integrate him with the reconstructed Vision. We will see. What?
There's a theory about that going around. People are like, maybe she can merge the two together, but I don't know.
Well, we'll see. The only thing that's still disappointing to me is, I can't see your video.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, let's see your face. It makes the video a little bit more interesting for our audience, at least on our YouTube audience.
For some reason, it won't turn on.
Okay, now it shows that your video is enabled. That's okay. Well, it's all about the audio. It just would have been a little bit more interesting for YouTube, but of course, this is also a podcast as well as a YouTube channel, and the podcast is available on Spotify and iTunes. But we can just continue talking. So yeah, wait, the only thing is I had heard a rumor that the last 2 episodes were an hour and a half each, but this episode only ended up being like 44 minutes or 43 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted something more.
And it just didn't seem like they're going to have it. They've created so many story threads. How are they going to resolve it? If the last episode is going to be 45 minutes, how are they going to resolve that in just 45 minutes? It seems like they've built up so much stuff and they don't have enough time to fully resolve all the plot threads, but maybe that was what will lead into Doctor Strange 2 or Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
But
well, it'll have to lead into a Spider-Man No Way Home first, and then into Multiverse of Madness.
So, I see you there.
Yeah.
So is Scarlet Witch and Vision and Doctor Strange supposed to appear in Spider-Man No Way Home?
Yeah. They're heavily rumored to be in there.
Okay.
It'd be kind of cool if they did. I hope Agatha makes an appearance too. That'd be cool. I mean, Spider-Man No Way Home seems to be like very jam-packed with a lot of people. I mean, we got Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. Apparently she when she breaks the multiverse, he comes through. We're gonna have William Dafoe as someone. I think he's gonna be the Green Goblin.
Cool.
Maybe we're gonna get Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
A lot of people didn't like Spider-Man 3, did they? The only good thing about Spider-Man 3 was Thomas Hayden Church's.
I didn't like it. It was emo Peter Parker. That whole scene where he's like, he slicks his hair and he's wearing all black and he's trying to dance and look cool. it was really bad. It was really cheesy. And I didn't really like the way they handled Venom. I didn't like the actor who portrayed Venom. I love Sandman. I wish they would have just made him the only villain. The movie would have been so much better. They tried to do too much in one movie. I
Yeah.
didn't like Green Goblin Light. That's what I like to call him, the Green Goblin Junior. There was, like I said, I like Sandman, but that wasn't enough to save the movie. I thought the movie was bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it like a 4.5. It's almost mediocre, but a little bit less than mediocre. I actually have it on DVD. I bought it at the dollar store on DVD.
Cool. I wish I could buy
brand
a
new.
movie like that.
What now?
I wish I could buy a movie like that at the dollar store. They only have at the dollar store, they only have movies like X2, X-Men United. That's all they have.
Well, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
But you already have it. You already have it.
I already have it. Yeah.
Well, I told you on the last podcast, if you wanted a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray, I could just mail it to you. I got it at the dollar store as well. Yeah, sometimes they have good movies at the dollar store. I have to watch for it. They haven't gotten a lot in lately. I don't know if it's because the increased tariffs from China, or they're not getting in as many movies at the 99-cent store. They're usually like $2, like Spider-Man 3 I bought for $2 on DVD. Amazing Spider-Man 2 I bought for $2 on Blu-ray and DVD, because it's got both the Blu-ray and the. But yeah, I did activate the digital copy of Amazing Spider-Man 2, so I have a digital copy that I can download on iTunes or stream online. And I only like for my personal collection, because my DVD collection and Blu-ray collection is getting quite large, despite the fact that some of my movies got stolen out of my storage unit. I still have quite a sizable collection, and I don't want it to get too large. So only movies that I really love, like I would say movies that on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate a 7 or more, or movies that I want to keep in my collection. Anything less than a 7 would either be mediocre or bad. And so I probably not going to keep Amazing Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3 I might keep, because it does have some cool stuff with Sandman in it. But Amazing Spider-Man 2, I just didn't like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. He's what I like to call the bro dude Spider-Man. I didn't really like bro dude Spider-Man, because he was just like, bro, I mean, he didn't say that, but that's kind of the impression that I got with that version of Spider-Man. But anyway, yeah, I added a couple things on my wall. This is my, I accidentally broke the frame or dropped it on my David Carradine autograph. I'm going to put that back up on my wall. But I've got my George Romero autograph. I really loved meeting George Romero, and I almost got to work with him. I love how on the autograph he says, "Chris, stay scared, George Romero." And
wow.
I was really devastated when a couple of years ago he died from cancer.
Oh my God, he died?
George Romero? Yeah, he died a couple of years ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why he's not making any more zombie films. I haven't seen his last 2 zombie films. He was a zombie director. But when I met him at Dragoncon 2006, God, that was almost 15 years ago, 14 and a half years ago. He was really, really nice. He didn't have a lot of fans waiting in line because a lot of people didn't recognize him. And he kind of reminded me of like a sweet old grandfather type. And I gave him a copy of my movie, A Wandering Mind, the God Machine, and he was very fascinated by the cover. And he thought that it was done in CGI. He's like, "Did you do this in CGI?" And I'm like, "No, I used liquid latex, and I had an actress portray the being creature, and I painted her myself from head to toe. I did, her as like a living painting. And he was really, really fascinated. And he's like, well, is your contact information in here? He's like, I'd like to work with you. And I was so excited, and I didn't want to come off as a jerk. So I did not ask for his phone number. He asked if my business card was in the movie. And I said it was, because I was giving out movies to celebrities with the business card in it. And he never got back with me. He probably lost it or misplaced it. I should have been more assertive and got his business card. Now I'll never be able to work with George Romero because he's passed away, unfortunately. It's one of my biggest regrets in my life. But yeah, one of the nicest celebrities I have ever met that has since passed away. I mean, I have, Leonard Nimoy, Adam West was also nice, George Romero. I've met Peter Mayhew, Margot Kidder, Richard Hatch. These are all celebrities that have since passed away. I got to do a video soon. Top 10 celebrities that I've met that have passed away, because there's like more than 10 now. Tanya Roberts, I've met her as well. She recently passed away last year. But yeah. So anything else on your mind, Daniel? Oh, and I also got one last thing. I also got my girlfriend for Halloween gave me this scary mask. I just think it looks cool, so I thought I'd hang it on the wall. Adds a little bit of character to the wall with my paintings, and then I have celebrity autographs. Anyway, go ahead. What else is on your mind?
Is that teeth on the mask?
I don't know what that is. It just looks like a scary monster with no face, but only teeth.
Yeah, it looks like a xenomorph a little bit.
It does look like a xenomorph. Anne got it for me because she thought it was a xenomorph mask. It's not really technically a xenomorph mask because it's got yellow human teeth. It's just a scary mask, and you can wear it. It's got no eyes sockets, and it's actually see-through. You can actually see through with it, but it's you can't see very well, but you can see through it, and that's why it has no eye sockets. And that adds to the creep factor. I think it's a really cool looking mask.
So, this Friday, something strange this way comes. Oh my God, Doctor Strange is going to come in. I'm so excited.
Something, what with this? Oh, is that the name of the episode?
No. It's a tagline I heard on the internet, because Doctor Strange is coming.
Oh, the next episode is Scarlet or WandaVision?
Yeah.
Well, cool.
I mean, I've been watching all the Doctor Strange movies in preparation for this new episode coming. I wish I could watch it at 4 a.m. this morning, but I can't. So I'm going to have to watch it next morning. Like
okay.
Immediately, but oh my God, I'm so excited. It's kind of sad as ending, but it is kind of awesome that it's going to lead into bigger stuff like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and yeah, so it's exciting, and I mean, do you think Doctor Strange has improved between, because we were talking about this.
Yeah, we were talking about this offline. I don't know. That's the honest answer.
Because between Doctor Strange 1 and Thor Ragnarok, he just seemed to improve a little bit. I don't know what it is. He didn't do nothing. Well, actually, he did. He was warping all around, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and giving Thor like a headache or something. Remember that?
You talking about in the Avengers Infinity War?
No, I'm talking about in Thor Ragnarok when Thor went to see Doctor Strange.
Did he see Doctor Strange? I don't remember Doctor Strange being in Ragnarok.
Yeah, at the very beginning when Thor was looking for his father on Earth, Doctor Strange took Loki and then brought...
Oh, that's right. It's been such a while long. I need to see that movie again. It was a good movie. Yeah, I don't know. The honest answer is I don't know. We haven't seen Doctor Strange since he got killed in Infinity War, and then he got brought back to life in Endgame. We haven't seen him since Endgame, so who knows how much he's learned. I can only imagine he is more powerful in that time. I don't know how much time has passed, but it seems like at least like a few months have passed since Endgame. We're about a few months past Endgame, and with WandaVision, and so I don't know. Only time will tell.
Yeah. I mean, the rumor is Wong is going to be in there too. Wong, Doctor Strange. People are wondering, is Baron Mordo going to be in there? And I don't think so.
Who's Baron Mordo?
Remember Baron Mordo, the black guy that was in Doctor Strange that left them?
Left the group? Who knows? I mean, anything's possible in the MCU.
Remember,
I like that they brought in Kat Dennings. Kat Dennings is pretty hot in WandaVision. She has a really good supporting role in WandaVision. And I didn't know that they were going to bring her character back. I remember her from the first Thor movie.
Yeah, the first two.
I didn't see Thor: Dark World. I tried when I used to have Netflix. I tried watching Thor: Dark World, but after the first few minutes, it just seemed really boring.
Yeah, really what is it about that movie? It's just kind of hard to get through. I remember when it first came out, I loved it more than anything else before, but now it's kind of boring.
Yeah, it's just they tried to be like uber serious, Scandinavian god types, but like Nordic mythology, like uber serious Nordic mythology. I don't know, just I couldn't. I maybe that's one of the MCU movies that I haven't fully watched. I've only seen the first couple of minutes, and I'm like, God, this seems really lame. And I know a lot of people rate it as one of the worst MCU movies out there.
For real? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But you liked it though.
Well, I know that the Ninth Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, is in that movie.
Okay.
He was a bad guy. Forgot his name.
So Doctor Who was a bad guy in that movie? No.
Yeah. Oh. And I think, he killed Thor's mother. He killed Thor's mother, so of course Thor has a personal beef with him.
Well, that sounds interesting. I'll have to check it out sometime. I just never got around to it.
His name was Malekith. Yeah, I think his name was Malekith. And
I mean, the first Thor movie was okay. It wasn't great. Probably my favorite two MCU movies, I would say, would be the first Iron Man movie and the first Avengers movie. But I also love Infinity War and Endgame as well. But
yeah, I love Endgame. A lot of people on Discord, I have Discord. A lot of people on Discord tell me that Endgame is like a crappy movie, and it's like it's very like, what a mess of a movie that is. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a good movie, and
it did well. It did. It's I didn't it the highest grossing movie of all time. I'm not sure. Let me look it up. Box office mojo. Back in the good old days, pre-COVID, when we actually had movies.
Joe said that movie theaters are opening up again.
Well, I mean, the ones that haven't gone out of business, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, AMC movie theaters is gone, right?
That's what I heard.
Oh, because I've been reading that it's close to shutting down.
Yeah, I tried to look here, Box Office Mojo. Oh, no, it's number 2. Avengers Endgame. I thought it had beat Star Wars Force Awakens. Wow, I didn't know well, that's domestic. Let me go to worldwide. Worldwide's more relevant. Yeah, worldwide gross. Avengers Endgame is the #1 grossing movie of all time. Second is Avatar. So you got Avengers Endgame. Made $1.9 billion. That's domestic and foreign. That's worldwide gross. Number 2 would be Avatar. Now that is weird. They list Avatar as number 2, but Avatar did 2 billion. Avengers Endgame. Why did they list it as number 1? I guess because. Okay, let me sort. Sort by. Yeah, it says here Avatar did 2 billion. Avengers Endgame did 1.9 billion. But it did. Avengers Endgame did 858 million domestic gross. Avatar did 760 million. I guess that's why they got Avatar number 2. But technically, Avatar is still technically the number 1 grossing movie of all time. So Avatar, Avengers Endgame, then Titanic, and then Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and then Avengers Infinity War number 5, and then Jurassic World at number 6. And
Now,
then,
who owns Avengers? No, who owns Avatar? Is it Disney?
I'm not sure. I haven't really kept up with that stuff. I think Disney now owns it.
Oh, awesome.
Because I think it was originally like Fox Entertainment. I'm not sure. Let's see, let me Google that. Who owns rights to Avatar? 20th Century Studios. We were both wrong. Oh, Walt Disney Company. Yeah, because Walt Disney owns 20th Century. So yeah, it's owned by Disney. So you were right.
Oh yeah, that's I heard about Disney. Do you think Disney will ever get Spider-Man back from Sony?
Well, they got a joint agreement, so they sort of got it back. It's in the MCU.
Yeah, it didn't cost them a cent. I remember
Sony
that.
hasn't done really well in recent years. Like they ended their PC division back in 2013. They've been in a long, slow decline. And then ended their software division. They I don't know. They just seem to be hurting a lot. I hear that most of their movies haven't done very well, with the exception of Spider-Man, because that's aided by the MCU. So we shall see. I know Sony bought Spider-Man, the rights to Spider-Man, the movie rights, way back in the 90s. So I don't know. Only time will tell.
You know what? Think about it. If Sony and Marvel Disney have a falling out, Sony just walks away from the deal, and that means there's no more Spider-Man in the MCU or any of his characters like Doc Ock or Green Goblin. That would be unfortunate.
I don't know. I have not a clue. But I mean, who knows? Only time will tell. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Because Sony, I think if they go longer than like 2 or 3 years without making a movie, then they lose the rights to it. But because they've been making movies in conjunction with the MCU, I mean, it's a good moderation. I mean, they Marvel almost, lost the rights to Spider-Man, or at least to do an MCU movie with Sony in the second one. And at the last minute, they renegotiated a new deal. So I know Sony is hurting for money. I don't know.
I mean, I heard rumors that Microsoft might buy Sony, and if Microsoft buys Sony, they won't be they're going to have to give the rights back to Marvel Disney to Spider-Man for some reason. I don't know.
We got about 5 minutes left, so we're going to be wrapping up in a few minutes. What?
So I'm wondering, do you think Marvel Disney could buy Sony? If that's the only way they'll get Spider-Man back.
Well, I mean, they sort of have him back. They sort of had the best of both worlds. They get to get some of the profit, and they get to co-produce the movies and have Spider-Man in the MCU and Spider-Man in the Avengers movies.
Because you know what? I heard that Disney owns too much, and the government told Disney they can't buy any more businesses.
Well, yeah, they are borderline a monopoly because they own Marvel Comics, they own Fox Entertainment, they own 20th Century Fox, they own Star Wars, they own LucasArts. So I mean, they own so much of entertainment that was created originally by other companies, and they just bought them out. And so, yeah, I think Disney has become too big and powerful, and they need to be broken up. But whether that will happen, we haven't really broke up any monopolies since the early 80s because we've been on this really downhill slide of corporate deregulation, and leaving everything under control of corporations is bad. As hence the terrible pandemic and the economy that we're in today in America. And the global economy has suffered for it too. I mean, living under, deregulated corporations. Yes, they have some level of regulation, but not enough. Yeah, in the United States, we're up to 519,000 deaths, with COVID being now the leading cause of death. But, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I think I agree. They've become too big, and I think that they should be broken up. But whether that will happen, I don't know. I am not very optimistic because the Biden administration has got a lot of corporate lobbyists. Biden has already dropped the fight for a $15 an hour minimum wage, which is desperately needed in America because it's leading to a huge homeless population and problem in America because people can't afford rent. And, at least lots of people can't afford rent. You fall in between the cracks and then you're screwed. And then, they've backed off the $2,000 stimulus checks to $1,400. And then they've reduced the number of people who qualify for the stimulus checks, but still anybody who makes under 80,000 a year. But I don't know if it'll happen. Biden doesn't seem to want to change the status quo in any way. I've already been slightly disappointed by Biden in the short time that he's been president, but he's still better than Trump. I will say that. Because Trump was just a bastard and a monster, and just willfully ignorant and spreading constant conspiracy theories. So yeah, I don't miss Trump at all. But we got 2 minutes left.
Okay, so
Any last word? Anything last comment that you want to make before we end the podcast? And
okay, first of all, I want to say I really hope that the government allows Disney.
By the government, which government are you talking about? Canadian, American?
No, yeah, the American government. They allow Disney to buy one more company, and I hope it's Sony. I hope it's Sony because they need Spider-Man back. Or if they can't buy Sony, I hope they can buy one of the smaller companies like MGM. MGM's a small company, right? So,
well, they're defunct. They're bankrupt. I think didn't Disney acquire the rights to MGM recently? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But anyway, we'll talk about that on the next podcast. Where time is up. Time is up. I don't want to run over 30 minutes because it'll be too long. And until I get my podcast up in numbers, I want to try to keep it steady at 30 minutes. But anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, this is Steampunk Starraisin of The World is a Mess, and I just want to steampunk it. Episode 19, March 4th, 2021. You have a nice day, and I will see you 25 billion years of will.